teacher Bon Hope, you can start your presentation.
So everyone see my screen.
Yeah, now we see.
Yes.
Just see.
First of all, for me, I would like to say good evening, teacher Chandri. And today, I'm pretending to be your teacher, and all of you pretend to be my student, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. But about this lesson, I'm not very clear. So today, because of my group member didn't respond to the work, so I did it alone. So if have any mistakes, so please help me, teacher.
Yeah.
So we move to our topic. So today's lesson is we're gonna learn about integer rounding, and what we have to know is keyword and concept. So move to our learning objectives. Yeah, so we continue. So today's lesson is about integer rounding, and what we have to know is keyword and concept in integer rounding. So now we move to another slide about learning objectives. So at the last of the lesson, students will be able to know about key terms and concept in the video, understand the key terms in the lesson, and our success criteria are students will be able to translate key term from English to Khmer and from Khmer to English, read key terms in English, and know how to round the number. You get it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we continue about engagement. So please do this exercise. Round this number to the nearest 100. I will give you 5 minutes, and please write your answer in the call in message. Call in message. In call message. You get it?
Yeah.
So please do this exercise. I will give you 5 minutes and write your answer in call message. We'll give you 5 minutes. So that's all. It's time. So there are many answers. So what is your answer? Your answer is the same to chill or the same to check? Teacher?
24.
The same to check.
Okay, that's
4,600.
The same as
same to
chill.
chill?
Yeah, the same to chill.
Yes, the same to
The
chill.
answer
And who else the same to check?
600.
So I so many answer is the same to chill. Only few the same. No, maybe.
Only me the same check.
Oh, where is your answer, teacher? I can't
Above.
find it. Oh yes, this is your answer. So now, to find out your answer is right or wrong, please watch our lesson video. And before we are going to watch the video, I will give you after watch the video, I will give you 5 minutes to write down at least 5 keyword or 5 key terms or concept in the video. And after that, translate those key terms into Khmer. You get it? So please start to watch our video lesson.
Hi, welcome to Math Antics. In this video, we're going to learn about an important math concept called rounding. To help you understand what rounding is, let's think about how numbers are usually used. Most of the time, numbers are used to represent amounts of things, like how many miles it is to the supermarket, or how many days until your birthday, or how many students went to your high school. How many students went to my high school? Oh, about 2,000. Okay, but it wasn't exactly 2,000, was it? Well, no, it was more like 1,900. But it probably wasn't exactly 1,900 either, was it? Well, no, it was more like 1,860. All right, fine. 1,863. See what I did there? At first, the number used to represent the students at high school was a round number. It was a good estimate of how many students there were, but it wasn't exact. The next two numbers were a little closer to the truth, but they were still estimates. Only the final number represented the exact amount of students at the school. All three of the estimates are rounded versions of the exact count, but they have different levels of precision. 1,860 was the most precise estimate, and 2,000 was the least precise estimate. So rounding a number basically means making a less precise version of it. And as you can see, there's usually multiple ways to round a number depending on the level of precision that you need. A really good way to understand what's going on when you round a number is to look at a number line. Here's 1,863. If we want to round it to the nearest 10, we need to decide if it goes up to 1,870 or down to 1,860. But if we want to round it to the nearest 100, we need to decide if it goes up to 1,900 or down to 1,800. And if we want to round it to the nearest 1,000, we need to decide if it goes up to 2,000 or down to 1,000. And in each case, the decision was based on which round number was closer to the original exact number. But you might be wondering, why would we ever want to make a number less precise in the first place? What is rounding good for? Well, rounding numbers can often make them a lot easier to do calculations with. Like, it would be a lot easier to quickly add 300 and 500 than it would be to add 312 and 498. Or sometimes you just don't need very much precision. Like, you might not need to know that your dog weighs 55.83297 kilograms. 55.8 kilograms might be precise enough. And some numbers, like repeating decimals or irrational numbers, have to be rounded off, because we can't just keep writing decimal digits forever. Okay, now that you know what rounding is and why we do it, for the rest of this video, we're going to focus on learning the procedure we follow to round off a number. Do you remember how our number system is based on digits and number places? Each digit of a number occupies a particular number place, and each number place is named according to the amount it represents or counts. And it's important to know those names whenever you're rounding a number, because you'll usually be asked to round to a specific number place. For example, you may be asked to round a number to the nearest 10 or the nearest 100. Or you might be asked to round a number off to the nearest 10th or 100th. You may even be asked to round to the nearest whole number, which is another way of asking you to round to the ones place. Okay, so when you're asked to round a number, the first step is to pay very close attention to which number place you need to round to. That number place is important because it represents the smallest unit of counting that you're going to keep in your rounded version of the number. In fact, that number place and the digit inside it is so important that I'm going to give it a special name just for this video. Let's call it the target. As I mentioned, rounding a number means making a new, less precise version of it. In that new number, any digits that are in number places smaller than the target will automatically get replaced with zeros. And in most cases, any digits that are in number places larger than the target will automatically be kept the same in the new rounded version. There are some exceptions, as we'll see later in this video. So that seems pretty simple. All the bigger digits you keep, and all the smaller digits you zero. But what about that target digit itself? What do we do with that? Well, we're going to do one of two things. We're either going to keep that digit the same, or we're going to increase it by 1. If we keep that target digit the same, that's called rounding down, which might seem strange at first. I mean, how can leaving the digit the same be rounding down? But remember, we're going to automatically replace all of the smaller places with 0. And doing that makes a rounded number smaller, even if the target digit stays the same. On the other hand, increasing the target digit by 1 is called rounding up, since the new rounded number will be larger than the original number. All right, but how do we decide which to do? How do we know if we keep the target digit the same or increase it by 1? The key is to look at the digit in the next smaller number place, the digit that's just to the right of the target digit. If that digit is less than 5, in other words, if it's a 0, 1, 2, 3, or 4, then we'll leave the target digit the same in the rounded version. But if the digit is a 5 or greater, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, then we'll increase the target digit by 1. Okay, so now that you know the basic procedure for rounding numbers, let's try a few specific examples. Here's the first one. Round 24,623 to the nearest hundred. Since we need to round to the nearest hundred, we first need to identify the digit in the hundreds place. That digit is a 6, so that's our target. And we know that any digits to the right of the target will be replaced with zeros in our rounded version. Next, let's decide what to do with the target digit. We either keep it the same or we increase it by 1. To decide, we look at the value of the next digit to the right. Since that digit is only a 2, which is less than 5, we round down, which means that we'll keep the target digit the same in the rounded number. Last, we just keep all the digits in bigger number places the same in the rounded version. There, we've rounded the original number to the nearest hundred, and the answer is 24,600. Let's try another problem. This one has some decimal digits, 32.725, and we're asked to round it to the nearest whole number. That means our target digit is in the ones place. We need to round it to the nearest 1. So any digits to the right of the ones place will just be replaced with zeros in the rounded version. Now, to decide what to do with the target digit, we look at the next digit to the right. Since that digit is a 7, we'll round up this time. That means we'll increase our target digit by 1. And finally, we keep any digits to the left of the target digit the same. In this case, that's just the 3. So we've rounded this number off to 33.000, or just 33, since we don't really need those extra zeros after the decimal point. Ready for one more? Let's round 65.7991 to the nearest hundredth. The first step is to identify the hundredths place as our target. That place contains the digit 9. All the digits in smaller number places will just be replaced with 0 in the rounded version. Next, we need to decide if we leave the target digit the same or increase it by 1. So we look at the digit to the right of the target. It's a 9 also, so we'll definitely be rounding up. But since the target digit is already a 9, raising it by 1 is a little more complicated. When you add 1 to a digit that's already 9, you need to change it to 0 and increase the digit in the next bigger number place by 1. So that means that our target digit will become 0, and we need to increase the digit in the next bigger number place. That digit is a 7, so we'll increase it to an 8. The rest of the digits in the original number will be kept the same in the rounded version. So our rounded version will be 65.80. As you can see, in some cases, rounding can actually change the digits to the left of the target digit also. It's sort of a domino effect that can happen when rounding numbers. If you have a lot of 9s, rounding can bump them all up like a chain reaction. Like, what if you need to round 1,999,999 to the nearest 10? The 9 in the ones place tells us that we need to round our target digit up by 1, but it's already a 9, so we need to 0 it and increase the next number place. But that's already a 9, so we need to 0 it and increase the next number place. But that's already a 9, and so the pattern continues until we end up with 2 million as our final rounded number. So sometimes rounding a number is pretty simple, and other times it's a little more involved. The key is to remember the rule that if the digit to the right of the target is less than 5, we leave the target digit the same. But if it's 5 or more, we increase the target digit by 1, even if that causes a chain reaction with the bigger number places. All right, so now you know a lot about rounding numbers. You know why we round numbers, and you've seen the basic procedure in action. But just watching a video about rounding isn't enough to get really good at it. The only way to do that is to practice. So be sure to try rounding some numbers on your own. In fact, rounding is such an important math skill that you should probably practice it a lot until you've really got it mastered. As always, thanks for watching Mathantics, and I'll see you next time. Learn more at mathantics.com.
So, hello everyone. So, what is our answer? I will give you 5 minutes to write 5 key terms and translate those key terms into Khmer. So it's time, everyone. Please write your answer. Wow, there are many answers. Teacher Hood Hack. What is procedure mean?
Procedure mean examine it in Khmer, please.
Just in Khmer, teacher.
Nitay Yes.
Procedure.
So you didn't translate to Khmer. And teacher Kazuana, there are
Procedure mean the process of doing something.
thank you, teacher. Procedure mean process. Teacher Tambora, go up. Go up mean mongkut lang. So teacher Tambora, your
Yes,
answer
sir.
is go up mean mongkut lang.
Yes.
And go down mongkut chok, less than chia, greater chia, keep yourself up. Thank you, teacher. Your answer is good. And teacher Hotha again, he only write in English, not translated to Khmer. 100 nearest number later chat from teacher Saratwan. And about teacher Jan Uk. What is exact mean, teacher? Hello, teachers Jan Uk. Or maybe.
Hello.
Hello, teacher. Teacher, exact. What does it mean in Khmer? Exact. Teacher, can you give me your answer? And there are much more answer than I need. So thank you all together. So please move to our slide. And you all got the lesson about integer rounding. So what are the key terms or concepts that you have learned from the video? So many answer have answered. And now please do this exercise. How do you work out of this rounding? Please do this exercise, teacher. We'll give you the whole slide. So do this number, round this number to the nearest thousands.
Is it 44,000, teacher?
44,000
Yeah, 44,000.
and other.
The same, teacher.
The same, teacher. Thank you. Maybe your answer is right. When we round 43,789 to the nearest thousand, our target number is 7 or 3, teacher. Our target number. Which number?
3.
3 or 7?
Seven. Seven.
3 or 7, teacher?
7.
So some are 3 and some are 7. So please count 10. Oh, bây giờ Khmer read 10 rồi. And in English, read, teacher, who know the word read in English?
Once.
1, 10.
10.
1, 10, 100, 1,000, and 10,000. Thank you, teacher. So our target number is number 7 or number 3?
I think 3 because they say
Three.
nearest 2000.
Our target number is number 3. So
3.
when we rounding the number, we look at the right number, the right next to target number. So if the right number is less than 5,
More than
in
5.
0, 1, 2, 3, 4, we have to round up or round down.
Round down.
We have to round
Round down.
down. If the right number is 5 or greater than 5, means 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, we have to round.
Round up.
So you got it.
Around.
And so this answer is 44,000.
44,000.
Thank you, teacher. And we move to another slide. So I will give you 15 minutes to round all of these number, and you make sure that this number is a decimal number or integer number. You got it, teacher?
This is the whole number.
Decimal mean tu sepiak, jumlah tu sepiak. Nhầm lưu long.
Ôi, ai chui vô slide không? Slideអ្នកគ្រូផល្លា អ្នកគ្រូផល្លា do you want to say something? I see you open your mic.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Thank you so much. So, teacher Bonhook, you can continue.
Yes, teacher. So I give you 15 minutes to do this exercise. Yeah, please start.
Sorry, teacher. Could you write down decimal?
Decimal.
Teacher Paula, do you use to divide? អ្នកគ្រូផល្លា បើសិនបើអ្នកគ្រូប្រើទូរស័ព្ទពីរឬក៏កុំព្យូទ័រផងទូរស័ព្ទផងឬក៏កុំព្យូទ័រទាំងពីរអ្នកគ្រូអាចចេញមួយអ្នកគ្រូបើសិនតឡងអ្នកគ្រូ
ចា
អ្នកគ្រូមានប្រើ divide ពីរទេអ្នកគ្រូ
សុំសុំសួរខ្ញុំម្ដងទៀតសួរប្រើអីគេ អ្នកគ្រូផល្លាខ្ញុំចង់បានថាបើសិនបើអ្នកគ្រូប្រើ device ពីរបែរថាប្រើកុំព្យូទ័រផងទូរស័ព្ទផងអ្នកគ្រូចូលតែមួយបានអ្នកគ្រូរសារតែបើយើងចូលពីរវាឡងអ្នកគ្រូពេលអ្នកគ្រូបាត់ម៉ៃទៅគឺឡងដូចអ្នកគ្រូបាត់មុននឹងអញ្ចឹងចាខ្ញុំអត់មានបើកពីរផងបើកតែមួយតែឥឡូវខ្ញុំចេញមួយសិនTeacher Sita, do you want to say something?
I am writing the round number.
Okay, so if you write, you can turn off your mic since it's long. ចាខ្មែរ long ហើយលោកគ្រូស្លេងនេះnóiចឹងលោកគ្រូ
This is the most from me.
ចាដោយសារតែបើស្លេងទៅអ្នកគ្រូខ្លះក៏បាត់ទៅ long ចឹង
How do we call long in English, teacher?
I have no idea since
Correct.
long.
Reflect.
Or can say it's make noise. I think it can use for long. ចាសម្រាប់ long ខ្មែរហ្នឹងយើងអត់ច្បាស់ទេប៉ុន្តែយើងអាចថាវា make noise បានចឹង
Can we say repeat, teacher?
It's repeat. Do you all sing repeat?
Reflect is better.
Repeat. If you turn, if you switch your mic on
ចាអញ្ចឹងយើងអាចពាក្យ long សិនប៉ុន្តែបើពាក្យ repeat វាដូចជាយើងនិយាយម្ដងហើយម្ដងទៀតចឹងគ្រូគាត់ថាពាក្យនេះយើងនិយាយម្ដងហើយប៉ុន្តែយើងនិយាយម្ដងទៀតដល់ repeat ប៉ុន្តែបើនេះ long ខ្ញុំអត់ច្បាស់ថាពាក្យអីទេប៉ុន្តែវា make noise ខ្ញុំឃើញលោកគ្រូគាត់មានប្រសាសន៍មុននឹងដែរ
I didn't hear anything.
I give you 15 minutes to do this exercise, teacher.
Oh, okay, thank you.
It's over time. I think it's time, teacher. So please write down your answer in the comment message, because our time is going fast.
Time's up. Time is up.
Yes, the time is up. So please, all the teacher, write down your answer in call message and go to check your answer. So number 1, round 72,467 to the nearest 10. What is your answer, teacher? Teacher Sophia? What is your answer? Number 1.
22,500. I think 72,500.
72,400.
5.
And other teachers, what is your answer?
22,400.
22,470.
20.
Yes, that is the right answer. 72,470.
70.
Yeah,
70. Okay.
So number 2, 1,280 round to the nearest 100. What is your answer?
1,300.
Yes, teacher, 100 or 1,300. Yes, that's right. And number 3, 25.876. So what is your answer?
25.9. 25.9.
25.9.
Okay.
And other teacher?
25.880.
Yes, 25.880. Yes, that is the right answer. 25.880, or we call 25.880. And the last exercise, 9,546.
9,546.
10,000.
What is the answer?
10,000.
10,000.
Yes, the answer is 10,000. So very good. And the key terms of the lesson. Number 1 is estimate. In Khmer, Ka Pan Sman. And rounding number. Oh, rounding number មិនមែនចំនួនគត់ទេ rounding number ការបង្គុតចំនួន sorry teacher and repeating decimal មានទស្សភាគ and rounding number or rounding down បង្គុតចុះ
Sorry, teacher, for number 3.
Repeat decimal ទស្សភាគខួប
Sorry, teacher, for number 3, why repeating decimal?
repeating decimal ចំនួនទស្សភាគ
ទស្សភាគខួប teacher.
right around, teacher.
Decimal ទស្សភាគ
Decimal to spare. Repeating.
Repeating means placing again.
So
Yeah,
what is repeating decimal? I'm not clear about this.
Trong vậy là to spare khúc men đấy.
For me, I think
I'm not clear,
repeating
teacher.
decimal ទស្សភាគខួប
ចំនួនទស្សភាគខួប and rounding down បង្គុតចុះ rounding up បង្គុតឡើង less than តូចជាង greater than ធំជាង decimal point ចំណុចទស្សភាគ and digit ខ្ទង់ so our key term is 9 and about the concept, how do I remember it all? I mean that how do you remember how to do the round rounding number. So the first, look at the next number, mean the right side, mean the next number to next to the target number. Second, less than 5, keep the target number the same. Number 3, if it is 5 or greater than 5, increase by 1, mean plus 1. You got it, teacher? Hello, teacher.
Hello.
You got it about the concept how to do the rounding number?
Yeah, I
Could
got
you
it.
explain again, teacher? Could you explain this?
Yes, I will do it again.
Yeah.
Concept, how do you remember it all? It all mean how to do the exercise of rounding number. The first, look at the next number, mean next number next to target number.
Example, you explain number 1 when you
Yes,
example when you round up, when you round nearest 1,000.
Near thousand, you have to
look at
look
the
the number.
digit in hundred.
Yes.
When the digit is more than 5, you have to round up, and if the digit in hundred is less than 5, you have to round down.
No, teacher. Yeah, teacher. Yeah, I see it. Teacher, hello.
Teacher,
Who asked
I
me?
have question. Hello, teacher. I have question.
Yes, teacher, please.
I still have doubt with the decimal number. So could you please show me the procedure of how we rounding this decimal number?
Decimal number. So we move to page 7. So this is decimal number, teacher.
Yeah,
You
this
see?
is decimal number.
Yes, decimal number.
Yes.
So decimal number is from in integer number from decimal point. We count from right to left. It's mean that read đọc rồi. We count from right to left, and the decimal number we count from left to right. You see it?
Yeah.
Just mean that 10, 100, 1,000 we count from left to right. Teacher say much.
So the digit, the right point stop at the right point stop next to right stop in the column. This is 10 and then 100 and 1,000.
Yes,
we
teacher.
from left to right.
Yes.
Okay, so if you said that the decimal number you count from the left to the right, right?
Yes, teacher.
We call,
Well, if,
we
for
say
example,
from left to
like
right. But when we, so sorry, when we round up or round down, we have to do the same as the whole number. But you have to know that after the full stop, next to the full stop is 10, and after it 100. So we have to say from left to right. But when you count the decimal number, you do the same as the whole number.
Yes, teacher.
So for example, like your exercise, so which one is the target number?
Target number is 7.
7.
7, teacher. And 25.876. So target number is 7. And we look at the right number.
We look at the 1,000. When you,
yes, look at the 1,000.
When we run up to 100, you look at the 1,000.
Yes.
And the 1,000 is number 6 greater than 5.
Teacher, I think we don't call the កុំហៅតាមខ្ទង់នេះចុះយើងហៅខាងស្ដាំព្រោះ because whole number we look at the right number and the decimal number we also look at the right number but decimal number we count from 10 100 the first digit is 10 second is 100 and after that 1000 or 10,000 whatever
So we just count only the number after the this decimal point, right?
yes teacher
Okay. Let's see.
It's up to the question. It's the question get to count to the 10th or 100. You have to do this like this.
And then if they say we need to move like around the whole, we need to move from like 20, 25 to 26. But this one, you need to move to the nearest 100. So we need to think about which one is the 100, and then you need to move it one.
yes teacher also if I want you to round this number to the nearest 100 or nearest 10 what is your answer nearest 10
Nearest 10 is 25.9.
25.9.
yes 25.9
900.
25.9.
yes teacher so teacher Sumit, you understand this point hello teacher
I'm still not sure. I'm sorry.
still not sure so you can
Got a
ask me
little
again and
tricky.
I will explain to you and if my explanation is not clear I will ask other teacher to help me
So say
It's
the
not.
answer.
Sorry, teacher. Can I ask you?
yes teacher
It's
I
not
want you-
about your explanation. I think because of me, I still confused. Maybe I can research more, but I still confuse the target number. For example, if you rounding 10, so which one is the target number? 10. If you rounding
10.
the nearest
and decimal part teacher decimal number part or whole number
ទៅខ្មែរលឿនណាគ្រូ
yes, this small number.
decimal number after the decimal point we call it 10
សូម
You
អ
got
ធិ
it?
ស្ឋានលោកគ្រូសូម
Okay,
ជួយ
I
ពន្យ
got
ល់ជា
it, I
ខ្មែរ
got it.
សូមជួយពន្យល់ជាខ្មែរបន្តិចបានទេ
អានេះខ្ញុំសូមបញ្យល់បន្តិចលោកគ្រូសូមបញ្យល់តិចបានទេ
បាទ
នេះអាលេខ5យើងហៅថាខ្ទង់រាយណាអាលេខ8យើងហៅថាខ្ទង់ហ្នឹងហៅខ្ទង់ភាគ10ភាគ100ភាគ1000ដល់ខាងឆ្វេងសញ្ញាខ្ទង់រាយខ្ទង់10ខ្ទង់1000យើងអានអញ្ចឹងទៅហើយយើង count តាមហ្នឹងទៅឧទាហរណ៍លេខ6នេះគឺ thousand or 8 10 7 100 and 6,000 ហ្នឹងគឺខ្ទង់ភាគ1000ខ្ទង់ភាគ10ខ្ទង់ភាគ100ខ្ទង់ភាគ1000ចំណែកលេខ5គឺរាយលេខ2គឺ10រាយ10រាយ1000អញ្ចឹងទៅហើយយើង count តាមហ្នឹងទៅ
អូខេអរគុណលោកគ្រូ
ក្នុងភាសាអង់គ្លេសយើងមើលនឹងយើងមើលសុំទោសលោកគ្រូយើងពេលនៅក្នុងភាសាអង់គ្លេសយើងមើលឧទាហរណ៍ថាយើងមិនចែកជាពីរផ្នែកខាងផ្នែកទស្សភាគមួយនិងផ្នែកចំនួនគត់ឧទាហរណ៍ថា25អានឹងខាងក្រោយគ្រាខាងហ្នឹង
អូសំខាន់តិចអ្នកគ្រូមើលនេះ TX ខាងក្រោយតែមាន TX
ចាហ្នឹងហើយ
យើងមើលហ្នឹង
ខ្ញុំចង់សួរហ្នឹង
បាទ
បើកាលណាយើងសរសេរទីអញ្ចឹងមិនន័យថាយើងត្រូវមកគត់អាចចំនួន
ខាងក្រោយចុចហើយ
បាទ
ចាហ្នឹងហើយ
អញ្ចឹងឲ្យ TH
បញ្ជាក់ឡើងហ្នឹងដែរ
100,000ក៏ដោយ TH ដឹងតែនៅខាងក្រៅចំណុចទស្សភាគនេះ
នៅខាងក្រៅចុចហើយនៅខាងស្ដាំចុចហើយ
ចា
ចឹងតន់ហើយនេះគ្រូចំណុចនេះ
So teacher, I
ត
would
ន់
like
ទៅ
you
តន់
give example small number start from 10, 100,000 about decimal point.
Oh, it's we only add THS teacher and THS.
He want you to give another example. Can you give another example and explain them?
The example about decimal number, teacher.
Yeah.
This small number, small number, yes. Easy to
Small
understand.
number. So
Yeah.
1.25
Yeah.
like this.
So delete 25 by 25, yes.
25.
Yeah, like this.
It's called integer number, teacher.
1.2, yeah.
1.2. 1.2 number 2 is called decimal number, and number 1 is called whole number, and about this point is called decimal point. If we rounding to the nearest 10
Equal
10 អត់ PH ទីចាំន័យថាក្នុង10 ខ្ញុំបញ្ចូលសិនទីចាខ្ញុំនិយាយជាភាសាខ្មែរភាសាខ្ញុំអត់សូវច្បាស់ដែរបើសិនជាយើងចង់បង្គុតទៅចំនួននេះទៅខ្ទង់10ស្មើមិនទីចាស្មើ1ស្មើ1យ៉ាស្មើ1តោះនេះទីចាចឹងបើយើងចង់បង្គុតចំនួននឹងជាបង្គុតខ្ទង់ទុសភាគវិញ
ទុសភាគទៅខ្ទង់អីទៅខ្ទង់អីក៏
បង្គុតបានត្រឹមខ្ទង់10ហ្នឹងទីចា
ទៅខ្ទង់10ទុសភាគវិញ
ខ្ទង់10
គួរថែមលេខ1ទីពីក្រោយលេខ2ដែរ
ថែមលេខ1
អូតែថែមលេខបានដែរពីក្រោយលេខ2បាទឧទាហរណ៍
ទីយ៉ា
ចង់ប្រកបទៅណាវិញ
កូនខ្ទង់10មានថែមលេខ0
បាទប្រកបត្រង់10នៅដដែលនៃថានៅដដែលមែនទេគ្រូ
មើលដែរហ្នឹង
ដោយសារ0ទៀតក៏វាបៀសហ្នឹងមានតែមួយខ្ទង់ទេ
ចាអញ្ចឹងវាដល់យើងថែមលេខ0វា effect ទេ
ដែរ
នៅដដែល
គ្រូកុំច្រឡំអាភាគ10ហើយខ្ទង់10ខុសគ្នាណាអាភាគ10ហ្នឹងលេខ2អាខ្ទង់10លេខ1ខ្ទង់រេលេខ1
បាទ
អាខាងក្រោយចិត្តគេហៅភាគអីអាហ្នឹង
បាទខាងក្រៅចិត្តយើងចង់
ខាងស្ដាប់ចុច
តននេះ teacher ដែលសួរមិញខ្ញុំអត់បាត់មើលឈ្មោះ
Recall the hard
difficult so other question I think it's not too difficult to understand. Any question, teacher?
Can you go to the next slide?
Next slide is homework, teacher. That's all.
That's all.
Yeah, that's all.
Before we move to the homework, I would like the teacher re-explain again, especially explain about number 1 until number 4, because I didn't teach all the students many years, so maybe I forget the lesson. So I would like you to explain again.
Sorry, teacher. Teacher Bonhok, you can go to the last slide for homework, and I will explain again. I will recap for the whole lesson together. So you can explain the homework, and I will recap all the whole lesson for all teacher and also for teacher Som Eun as well.
Yeah, teacher. So our homework is here. So you see it. So first, find the answer of the integer rounding below. So teacher Chandri,
Yes, teacher.
About homework we have to explain.
Any question for the homework, teacher?
Yes.
I think that you shouldn't explain it because you give the teacher to find the answer.
Yeah, teacher. So this is our homework. Do you have any questions?
Teacher, explain number 3, teacher, homework.
Explain number 3. It is the same to our lesson about decimal number. Yes, round 102.4356 to the nearest hundreds. So first of all, we have to know the target number. What is the target number? Which digit is the target number?
Number 3.
Yes, number 3.
Number 3.
Because 100 here have th mean decimal number, decimal part. So our target number is number 3. You got it, teacher? Who asked me?
Look at number 5.
3.
Yes,
3.
number 3. Number 3 is our target number because we round this number to the nearest hundreds.
100.
Yes.
អត់ទោសលោកគ្រូខ្ញុំនៅតែមិនយល់ឡើយហ្នឹងអញ្ចឹងបង្កត់ចំនួននៅលេខដែលក្បែរខ្ទង់100មិនអញ្ចឹងហ៎
បាទ
អញ្ចឹងខ្ទង់100យើងរាប់ពី point ទៅណារាយ10
អត់
100
អត់រីទេគ្រូបើចំណុចទូសភាគមុនដំបូងខ្ទង់10បណ្ដា
អូខេ
បាទមុនដំបូងភាគ10អត់ដូចខាងចំនួនគត់ទេ
100 1000
ចំនួនគត់បានមានរីចាប់ពីខ្ទង់រីទៅ
អរគុណ
ខ្ទង់ភាគ10ហ្នឹងលោកគ្រូមានខ្ទង់10ទេគឺខ្ទង់ភាគ10
ខ្ទង់ភាគ10
ចា
ខ្ទង់ភាគ10
បាទ
ចា
ចាប់ពីចំណុចទូសភាគទៅគឺភាគ10ភាគ100ភាគ1000
Okay, thank you, teacher. Yes.
Teacher Bonhok, so because the time is now, so I can help you to explain more about this lesson. So thank you so much for the presentation today, and I will give feedback, also comment direct to you in Telegram.
No, I have comment for teacher Bunhong.
Oh, okay, please. You can give comment.
Yeah. សូមនិយាយជាខ្មែរមក
ចាលោកគ្រូ
លោកគ្រូបុនហុកគាត់ជាគ្រូគណិតទេឬក៏គ្រូអង់គ្លេសទេ
ខ្ញុំជាគ្រូអង់គ្លេស
អូអញ្ចឹងបាទហ្នឹងខ្ញុំមើលទៅប្រហែលជាគ្រូអង់គ្លេសច្រើនជាងអញ្ចឹងហើយនៅរៀងមានចំណុចខ្វះខាតតិចចឹងតិចតួចចឹងណាគ្រូទី1កន្លែងexplain ហើយជាមួយនឹង engage លោកគ្រូឲ្យពេលច្រើនពេកដូចតែប្រកួតចំនួនដំបូងលោកគ្រូឲ្យពេលដល់តែ5នាទីចំនួនតែមួយពេលគិតថាតែ1នាទីឬ2នាទីវាគ្រប់គ្រាន់ហើយចឹងការគ្រប់គ្រងពេលវេលារបស់លោកគ្រូយ៉ាងចំណាយពេលច្រើនតិចចឹងណាហើយមួយទៀតលោកគ្រូឲ្យដល់15នាទីចឹងវាច្រើនពេក4លំហាត់ហ្នឹងខ្ញុំគិតថា5នាទីល្មមចឹងណានេះស្ងាត់ខ្ញុំឯងលោកគ្រូចឹងណាហ្នឹងហើយមួយទៀតកន្លែងការប្រកួតចំនួនទូរស័ព្ទហ្នឹងនៅក្នុងវីដេអូមានជាយ៉ាក្រាមអញ្ចឹងខ្ញុំគិតថាកន្លែងហ្នឹងវាដែលមុននេះលោកគ្រូគួរតែថែមនៅក្នុង concept ណាការប្រកួតចំនួនគត់លោកគ្រូថែមក្នុង concept ហ្នឹងគួរដាក់ថែមបញ្យល់គេថាផ្នែកចំនួនទូរស័ព្ទចែកចេញជាពីរផ្នែកមានផ្នែកទូរស័ព្ទនិងផ្នែកចំនួនគត់ផ្នែកទូរស័ព្ទគេរាប់ពីខ្ទង់ភាគ10ទៅអត់រាប់ពីរីទៅទេផ្នែកចំនួនទូរស័ព្ទហ្នឹងមានផ្នែកមានខ្ទង់ភាគ10ភាគ100ភាគ1000អញ្ចឹងបើលោកគ្រូបញ្យល់ឡើង concept ហ្នឹងអត់អាចអានឹងអត់ច្រឡំទេហើយតែផ្នែកគត់វិញយើងរាប់ពីខ្ទង់រីខ្ទង់10ទៅអញ្ចឹងណាហ្នឹងហើយអញ្ចឹងយើងបន្ថែមកន្លែង concept បន្តិចព្រោះក្នុងវីដេអូមានខ្ញុំឃើញមានក្នុងយ៉ាក្រាមគាត់បញ្យល់ជាយ៉ាក្រាមច្បាស់លាស់អញ្ចឹងណាបាទហើយមួយទៀតកន្លែងលំហាត់ខ្ញុំឃើញអ្នក find answer of integer ហ្នឹងបកប្រែខ្ញុំបកប្រែថាចំនួនគត់តែនៅក្នុងលំហាត់លោកគ្រូមានចំនួនទូរស័ព្ទអញ្ចឹងណាហ្នឹងហើយ find the answer of integer អញ្ចឹងបើ integer បកប្រែវិញថាចំនួនគត់ដល់ពេលលំហាត់លោកគ្រូមានចំនួនទូរស័ព្ទទៀត
ចឹងណាចឹងខ្ញុំគិតថាឡើងហ្នឹងបើអាចគូកែតម្រូវទៅគ្រាន់តែfind the answer of rounding number អីចឹងទៅចឹងណាលោកគ្រូហ្នឹងហើយបាទសម្រាប់ខ្ញុំមានប៉ុណ្ណឹងបាទប៉ុណ្ណឹងលោកគ្រូបាទអរគុណច្រើន
បាទអរគុណលោក
ចាអរគុណច្រើនលោកគ្រូជ័យអញ្ចឹងខ្ញុំសូមទៅscreen របស់ខ្ញុំលោកគ្រូអ្នកគ្រូឃើញ screen ខ្ញុំទេ
ឃើញ
អត់តាំងឃើញទេ
ឃើញលោកគ្រូឃើញ
លោកគ្រូអ្នកគ្រូឃើញខ្ញុំឮថាមានលោកគ្រូអត់ទាន់ឃើញតែលោកគ្រូអ្នកគ្រូឃើញ
ឃើញនេះឃើញអាលេខគណិតវិទ្យាដដែលហ្នឹង
ឃើញលេខ7លេខ1លេខ2លេខ4លេខ5ត្រូវ
អាហ្នឹងមិនរៀនលោកគ្រូហុកទេអាហ្នឹង
លោកគ្រូអ្នកគ្រូឥឡូវខ្ញុំសុំសៀមម្ដងទៀតលោកគ្រូអ្នកគ្រូឃើញ slide ខ្ញុំ
ឃើញគ្រូ
ចាអញ្ចឹងដោយសារមេរៀនថ្ងៃនេះខ្ញុំសូមបន្ថែម concept ទៅលើអ្វីដែលលោកគ្រូប៊ុនហុកគាត់បានមានប្រសាសន៍សង្ឃឹមថាលោកគ្រូអ្នកគ្រូអាចយល់បន្ថែមអញ្ចឹងលោកគ្រូអ្នកគ្រូអញ្ចឹងfor this one for number 5 in Khmer we call ខ្ទង់រេ right so in English what do we call teacher one with s right yes and number 4 ខ្ទង់10 in English 10 number 2 ខ្ទង់100 in English 100 with s and number 1 here ខ្ទង់1000 in English 1000 right and ខ្ទង់10000 10,000 yeah so for the concept in order to rounding the number if the number between 5 and 7 or greater than 5 we round up or round down teacher
greater than 5 round up
yes but if the number less than 5 or between 1 and 4 we round down
round down
right but the thing is it depends on the exercise for example if I want you to rounding this number to the nearest 10 to the nearest 10 so which one is the target number
number 4
71,240
so number 4 is the target number right
yes
yes so what number do we have to look at the right
number 5
number 5
yes so កន្លែងនេះខ្ញុំសូមនិយាយជាខ្មែរតិចតែអញ្ចឹងមានន័យថា target number ហ្នឹងបើសិនជាគេឲ្យប្រកួតខ្ទង់10អញ្ចឹងខ្ទង់10របស់យើងគឺលេខ4អញ្ចឹងលេខ4ដើម្បីប្រកួតយើងមកមើលលេខខ្ទង់រាយមានន័យថាលេខ5អញ្ចឹងលេខ5លេខហ្នឹងនៅចន្លោះ5 and 9 so we round up right
round up
so what is the answer for this one
71,250
250 right
250
yes let's say another example if you want I want to rounding this number the target to the nearest 1000 to the nearest 1000 so what is the target of this number
number 1
number 1
right so we look at number
2
number 2
so we rounding up or down
round up
right yes so what is the answer
71,000
yes
200
yes so this is how to yes so this is how we rounding integer number so any question for this one
no
I think I think it's easy for the integer yes so let's move to the decimal number so decimal number what do we call in Khmer teacher yeah ចំនួនទស្សភាគអញ្ចឹងចំនួនទស្សភាគខាងក្រោយនេះគឺយើងហៅខុសពីខាងមុខមានន័យថាដូចលេខ1នេះយើងហៅវាថាខ្ទង់ភាគ10 so ខ្ទង់ភាគ10 in English 10 that
អាហ្នឹងខ្មែរអត់មានហៅខ្ទង់ភាគ10អ្នកគ្រូហៅថាភាគ10ហ្មង
yeah ភាគ10អញ្ចឹងនៅក្នុងភាសាអង់គ្លេសគឺយើងទៅសេគឺខុសពីខ្ទង់10ត្រូវទេលោកគ្រូអ្នកគ្រូ
បាទ time
ដោយ
T8
សារកន្លែងនេះយើងមាន T8 ទៀត yeah so ភាគ10 100 ភាគ1000
ភាគពុំ
ចាយើងមានខាងក្រោយភាគទៀតអញ្ចឹងលោកគ្រូអញ្ចឹងវាខុសគ្នាពីចំនួនកុដអញ្ចឹងកន្លែងនេះលោកគ្រូអ្នកគ្រូតន់ពួកអីនៅពេលដែលយើង rounding up ឬក៏ round down គឺយើងមើលខាងក្រោយនេះany question for this one
no
no yes so let's do the exercise so I want you to rounding to the nearest 10 for this one so what is the answer
the rest 10
nearest 10
8.5
so 8.6
8.6
oh 8.6
8.6
8.6
Yes,
so what is the target number
number 5
5 right because the nearest 10 it means in Khmer ភាគ10 so we look at 100
number 8
yes. so we round it up so the answer is
60
8.9 8.6
8.6
60
yes. How about we rounding to the whole number
9
9
the whole number មានន័យថាយើងrounding វាទៅជាចំនួនកុដហ្មងអញ្ចឹងដោយសារនេះ 8.58 អញ្ចឹងយើងមើល target របស់យើងគឺយើងមើលខ្ទង់ភាគ10នេះអញ្ចឹងលេខ5យើងប្រកួតឡើងយើង rounding up so 9 thank you so how about this one rounding to 100 what is the answer
the same
4.5
the same
so what is the target number
4.6
number 8 number 8
right so we look at this one so 0 it get the same right
same
the same
yeah it keeps same
yes the same how about when we want to rounding to the whole number
it is 5
number 5
5 right because this one 5
yeah
so we round it up so 5 any question for this one
not
or
yet.
you want to add on comment or anything លើកសំឡេងលើកដៃលោកគ្រូអ្នកគ្រូ
Sure, I have a question.
yes
I see the concept is say the greater than 5 is we round to the target number or the target digit. But I see the number is 5. It's not greater than. Why is we round to the?
Equal 5 I mean ចន្លោះលេខ5ទៅលេខ9មានន័យថា greater or equal teacher
Yeah, I think so should be put equal, right?
yeah thank you
greater or equal to 5
yeah thank you teacher any question
Okay, finish no more.
Yes so because it is 7:21 so លោកគ្រូអ្នកគ្រូខ្ញុំមានតែប៉ុណ្្នឹងហើយលោកគ្រូអ្នកគ្រូ complete ធ្វើ homework ដែលលោកគ្រូហៅគាត់បានដាក់ជូនហើយមួយទៀតចំពោះក្រុមដែល presentation ដូចជាលោកគ្រូហៅផ្ទាល់គឺលោកគ្រូអត់មាន homework ទេប៉ុន្តែលោកគ្រូត្រូវទៅ say reflection សម្រាប់ការធ្វើបទបង្ហាញខ្លួនឯងថ្ងៃហ្នឹងអញ្ចឹងលោកគ្រូថាថ្ងៃហ្នឹងលោកគ្រូមានចំណុចណាខ្លះដែលលោកគ្រូគិតថាលោកគ្រូ did well and anything that you think that you have to improve yes so any more question about this class
អ្នកគ្រូសូមយ៉ាងបន្តិចត្រង់កន្លែងការពន្យល់ទស្សនវិជ្ជាកន្លែងទី2បន្តិចទៀត
yeah I would like to see again teacher Jay you have any question or comment
អ្នកគ្រូខ្ញុំសួរចាំមិនតិចខ្ញុំទៅសួរចាំមិនខ្ញុំធ្វើថ្ងៃច័ន្ទខ្ញុំធ្វើបទបង្ហាញហ្នឹងអញ្ចឹងខ្ញុំត្រូវ share reflection ដែរប៉ុន្តែ
yeah
ដល់ពេល center ទៅកន្លែងណាវិញ
teacher teacher សុំម្ដងទៀត teacher សើបាន
ចឹងនិយាយថាសម្រាប់ខ្ញុំបတ်បង្ហាញថ្ងៃច័ន្ទហ្នឹងខ្ញុំធ្វើហើយអញ្ចឹងខ្ញុំត្រូវ set reflection ដែរហើយ send ទៅកន្លែងណាវិញចូល Google Classroom ឬក៏យ៉ាងម៉េច
លោកគ្រូអាចដាក់កិច្ចការហ្នឹងនៅឯកន្លែង homework សម្រាប់ថ្ងៃច័ន្ទហ្នឹងហ្មងប៉ុន្តែកិច្ចការរបស់លោកគ្រូជា reflection ខុសពី teacher ផ្សេងទៀតអញ្ចឹង teacher
បាទយល់អត់
ចាអញ្ចឹងសមាជិកលោកគ្រូក៏ត្រូវទៅសេដែរអញ្ចឹងលោកគ្រូសេម្នាក់មួយ
បាទអរគុណ
Yeah, thank you. Teacher Song Eun, you have any question for this one?
Yes, point 4.5 and 180.
Yes.
អត់យល់អត់ហ្នឹងអ្នកគ្រូទៅហ្នឹងអាទៅហ្នឹងគេចង់ប្រកួតមិនបើនេះយើងមើលអានេះគេថាផ្ទាំងខាងក្រោយជា10ហ្នឹងវាខាងក្រោយវាមួយបានតែ10ហើយដល់100លេខ8ផ្ទាំង100ឲ្យចេញមកមុខ1000 10 100,000ចេញមកនេះវិញចាំនិយាយពីក្រោយក្បៀហ្នឹងមកថាឥឡូវលេខ4ជាគាត់ឲ្យមកចំណុច decimal មកយើងមើលលេខ5យើងមើលគេថាផ្ទាំង10ហើយដល់លេខ8ផ្ទាំង100លេខ0ផ្ទាំង1000អញ្ចឹងឯនេះគ្រូអាហ្នឹងខាងក្រោយអាពុទ្ធៈ
ចាខាងក្រោយទស្សភាគយើងហៅវាថាភាគ10លេខ5ហ្នឹងគឺភាគ10លេខ8ភាគ100ខាងក្រោយនេះគឺភាគ1000យើងថែមអាភាគពីមុខចឹង
ហើយចូលដល់ពេលហើយយើងតែបង្គ្រប់គាត់ទៅចិត្តអានេះអាផ្ទាំង100អាលេខ8វាផ្ទាំង100
ចា
10 100ហើយអញ្ចឹងអាហ្នឹងវាអត់ឡើងវិញទេអត់ឡើងថៃឡើង
ចាយើងមើលបើសិននិយាយទៅអាស្រ័យលើប្រធានថាប្រធានរបស់យើងហ្នឹងគេឲ្យ target number ហ្នឹងខ្ទង់ណាអញ្ចឹងអានេះគេឲ្យ nearest 100 អញ្ចឹងមានន័យថាគឺភាគរយដល់ពេលយើងចង់ប្រកបភាគរយយើងមកមើលខ្ទង់ភាគពាន់យើងមកមើលភាគពាន់
មកមើលអាលេខបន្ទាប់ពីគាត់មកមើលផ្ទាល់គាត់
ចានិយាយទៅដូចចំនួនកុដដែរមានន័យថាយើងមើលលេខខាងស្ដាំវាអញ្ចឹងលោកគ្រូ
បាទ
ចា
អញ្ចឹងយល់អ្នកគ្រូបាទអញ្ចឹងមានន័យថាយើងចង់បង្គាត់ទៅអាស្រ័យទៅលើអីណែប្រធានបទដែលគេឲ្យទៅរកជុំណាហើយយើងមើលលេខបន្ទាប់ពីវា
ចាលោកគ្រូអាស្រ័យលើប្រធានគេឲ្យអញ្ចឹងលោកគ្រូ
បាទយល់ចាខានរៀនអ្នកគ្រូមិនដែលរៀនខានរៀនអញ្ចឹងទៅវាអត់ចាំ
ចាលោកគ្រូខ្ញុំមានតែប៉ុណ្្នឹងទេថ្ងៃនេះប៉ុន្តែមានក្រុមការងារគាត់ចង់ធ្វើបានបង្ហាញតកតងនៅវិញ្ញាបនបត្រខ្ញុំឃើញមានលោកគ្រូលេងហើយនឹងលោកគ្រូលេងមានភាសាលោកគ្រូ
Teacher, I have one more question about how to read whole number and decimal number. Can you show slide again?
This one, right?
Yeah, it's okay. For example, 8.58. This is a whole number. We read 858, right?
Yeah, whole number ហ្នឹងដូចបើនៅក្នុងប្រភេទដូចវងដូចថាមានយើងមានវងមួយអញ្ចឹងលោកគ្រូ
No, I mean this is a whole number, not decimal. If we don't have the point, it's just a whole number, for example.
This one, right?
Yeah. We read 858, right?
Yes. Or we call integer number.
Yeah. How about the decimal like 4.58 and 0? How can we read in English?
4.580.
Yeah, I have a question about number 5. It's stand for the 10 digit, right?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, so why we read 100?
So can you put the letter into black color?
Which one, teacher?
អសរវាពណ៌ខៀវខ្ញុំមើលទៅច្បាស់អ្នកគ្រូជួយដាក់ពណ៌ខ្មៅបានអត់
ចាលោកគ្រូចាខ្ញុំដូរ style លោកគ្រូសុំសួរសំណួរម្ដងទៀតខ្ញុំ
Yeah, number 5 is stand for 10's decimal number, right?
Yeah,
but when we read is say 500. So I don't understand about this.
លោកគ្រូកន្លែងហ្នឹងចាស់នៅក្នុងការពិតទៅក្រោយចំណុចទស្សភាគយើងត្រូវអាន100 1000អញ្ចឹងទេយើងត្រូវអានលេខមកតុង ឧទាហរណ៍ថា 4.580 មិន 4.580 ទេ
yeah
ហ្នឹងហើយចឹង
កន្លែងនេះខ្ញុំអត់ច្បាស់ដែរគ្រូព្រោះធ្លាប់អានធម្មតាអានចឹង
បាទបើអានអញ្ចឹងខ្ញុំគិតថាជាអត់ឆ្ងល់តែដល់ពេលវានៅក្នុងខ្ទង់ tens ដល់ពេលអាន 100 វាដូចជាអត់ត្រូវគ្នាអញ្ចឹងណា
បងសុំបន្ថែម
ជួយបាទជួយបញ្ជាក់
លោកគ្រូតេតងជាមួយនឹងត្រង់ចំណុចហ្នឹងណាលោកគ្រូការប្រកបចំនួនគុតនេះគឺវាមានលក្ខណៈខុសគ្នាបន្តិចដូចអ្នកគ្រូចាន់នេះបានបង្ហាញចឹងដូចជាលោកអ្នកគ្រូឃើញកន្លែង 20.124 លោកគ្រូបើសិនបើយើងឃើញ 20 នេះបើយើងរាប់ទៅគឺយើងរាប់ខ្ទង់រេខ្ទង់ 10 អាហ្នឹងលោកអ្នកគ្រូប៉ុន្តែនៅខាងក្រោយក្បៀបានថាចិត្ត 124 ហ្នឹងយើងអត់អានខ្ទង់រេខ្ទង់ 10 ទៀតទេគឺយើងដូរទៅជាភាគអីគេលោកគ្រូភាគ 10 ភាគ 100 ភាគ 1000 វិញលោកគ្រូគឺយើងត្រូវចំណាំចំណុចនេះគឺយើងត្រូវចំណាំលោកគ្រូបើសិនមក 20 យើងរាប់រេ 10 ប៉ុន្តែបើ 0.124 ហ្នឹងយើងអានថាភាគ 10 ភាគ 100 ភាគ 1000 បន្ទាប់មកទៀតយើងត្រូវមើលសិនថាសំណួរដែលគេឲ្យតើគេចង់ឲ្យយើងប្រកបអីប្រកបចំនួនគុត 20 ជា whole number ហ្នឹងឬក៏ decimal អាចជាចំនួនទស្សភាគអញ្ចឹងយើងមានចំណាំទៀតដូចគាត់បានបង្ហាញអញ្ចឹងបើស្អៅសិនវាប្លែកពីមុនបន្តិចពីមុនវាអត់មាន TH ទេប៉ុន្តែដល់តែពេលដែលយើងចង់ប្រកបជាចំនួនទស្សភាគអញ្ចឹងវាត្រូវមាន TH អញ្ចឹងលោកអ្នកគ្រូត្រូវចំណាំថាតើគេឲ្យយើងប្រកបហ្នឹងកន្លែងទស្សភាគឬក៏កន្លែង whole number ហ្នឹងអញ្ចឹងណាលោកគ្រូ
បាទនិយាយទៅខ្ញុំទទួលបានហើយទៅនឹងឲ្យទទួលបានហើយទៅនឹងអ្នកគ្រូគាត់ខ្ញុំឆ្ងល់កន្លែងការអានចំនួននៅខាងក្រៅទស្សភាគហ្នឹងណាព្រោះនៅក្នុងចំនួនក្រៅទស្សភាគហ្នឹងឧទាហរណ៍ជានៅលេខក្រោយចុចហ្នឹងឬក៏ក្រោយក្បៀសហ្នឹងវាមានលេខ1លេខ2និងលេខ4លេខ1វានៅខ្ទង់ 10 បាទភាគ 10 ដល់ពេលលេខ2ភាគភាគ 100 អញ្ចឹងដល់ពេលយើងអានទៅអានជាខ្ទង់អានជា 100 វិញណាវាឆ្ងល់អញ្ចឹងតែយើងអានធ្វើឲ្យវាត្រូវអញ្ចឹងណាតែមួយណាត្រូវអានយ៉ាងម៉េចអញ្ចឹងណាទទួលបានសំណួរខ្ញុំ
ចាអរគុណច្រើនលោកគ្រូចំពោះការអានហ្នឹងបើជាទូទៅបើយើងនិយាយយើងអានថា 20.124 ហើយបើយើងអាន 20 point ប៉ុន្មានលោកគ្រូ
0.124
ចា 124 ឬក៏មិនដែរលោកគ្រូ 124 ឬក៏មិន
ហ្នឹងខ្ញុំច្រឡំថាបើយើងអាន 124 វាអត់ត្រូវជាមួយនឹង rule ដែលគេដាក់ខ្ទង់មកហ្នឹងណា
ចាបងខ្ញុំសូមបង្ហាញតិចបងខ្ញុំសូមអានេះវាគ្រាន់តែជាការគិតរបស់ខ្ញុំនេះលោកគ្រូបើសិនបើយើងចង់ប្រកបជាចំនួនបានថាយើងចង់ប្រកបវាគឺយើងអានដូចមិញអញ្ចឹងគឺយើងអានភាគ 10 ភាគ 1000 ប៉ុន្តែបើចំពោះការហៅវាអាចហៅផ្សេងគ្នាលោកគ្រូបងចាំទីបងមានអីថែមឬក៏
សូមចូលរួមចំណែកនគរកាលណាក្នុងភាសាអង់គ្លេសគឺយើងអត់អានដូចជាភាសាខ្មែរទេនគរនៅក្នុងភាសាអង់គ្លេសកាលណាលេខនៅពីក្រោយខ្វាញ់ហ្នឹងគឺយើងអានជាលេខរាយអញ្ចឹងអាហ្នឹងយើងអាន 124 អញ្ចឹងណានគរ
Yes teacher ខ្ញុំសូម add on ដែរsorry for my mistake អញ្ចឹងនៅក្នុងភាសាខ្មែរយើងអានវាថា 4.580 ត្រូវអត់លោកគ្រូ
Yes
ហ្នឹងហើយ
ចាប៉ុន្តែនៅក្នុងអង់គ្លេសយើងអានវាជាដូចលោកគ្រូមានភាសាអញ្ចឹង 4.580
បើអានអញ្ចឹងវាដូចអត់សូវឆ្ងល់វាជាមួយនឹងការដាក់ខ្ទង់
ខ្ញុំសុំទោសផងខ្ញុំអានវាខុសអញ្ចឹងលោកគ្រូឥឡូវខ្ញុំបានលួច check អ៊ីនធឺណិតតិចដែរអញ្ចឹងយើងអានវាតាមដូចលោកគ្រូមានភាសាអញ្ចឹងបើសិនជានេះគឺយើងអានវាតាមភាគ 10 ភាគ 100 ភាគ 1000 ហ្មងអញ្ចឹងលោកគ្រូអញ្ចឹងវាខុសពីខ្មែរយើង
បាទឆ្ងល់ចង់ make sure ទៅនឹងយើង
Yeah thank you teacher for the question so any more question about this lesson today so today ខ្ញុំមានតែប៉ុណ្ណឹងអញ្ចឹងបើសិនជាលោកគ្រូអ្នកគ្រូអត់មានសំណួរទេអញ្ចឹងលោកគ្រូអ្នកគ្រូអាចសម្រាប់បានហើយសូមក្រុមដែលត្រូវឡើងថ្ងៃសុក្រសូមលោកគ្រូឬក៏អ្នកគ្រូនៅក្នុងក្រុមត្រៀមដើម្បីឡើងហើយខ្ញុំមានតែប៉ុណ្ណឹងអរគុណច្រើនលោកគ្រូអ្នកគ្រូបើសិនជាមានកន្លែងលើសលួសខ្វះខាតត្រង់ណាសូមលោកគ្រូអ្នកគ្រូអធិស្ឋានចំពោះក្រុមការងារផងអញ្ចឹងលោកគ្រូអ្នកគ្រូចាអរគុណ
Yes
Yes, okay, thank you, teacher. So I say goodbye because it is raining now.
ជំរាបលា
Yeah, thank you teacher.
Yes,